My friends, we are using the new and an improved clone spell and freeze spell. What's a Town Hall 10 for the 3 stars? Is it worth it? Should you be rocking it? What are you looking for on these bases? Now, this is a super strange army. You never see this army anywhere. It's like a Falcon without healers. It's like a Bowler Witch attack with, but adding Valkyries. I mean, this army's crazy. I think he's just having fun. Actually, I know King Smithy is having fun. So, the great use about the battering ram, which I call it instead of the siege machine, it's a great tank and it get through his wall. You don't need wall breakers anymore. However, those Valkyries did rip it to shreds. So, if he had planned a little bit better, he would have been able to save his battering ram a little bit. If he brought in his Valkyries just sooner, it would have taken down CC Valkyries. Now, he's going to clone right up the gut. He gets a couple Valkyries, it looks like, and a couple Bowlers with that clone. Again, clone spells are a lot cheaper now. He's got free spells for the single, for the Infernos, and he just kind of smashed everything right up the gut. He didn't even worry about the flanks or anything. Here's another freeze, saving the queen. So, again, I just see that it's going to be hard to, with those freeze acting like haste on these sort of Bowler Witch attacks, the Queen Walk Valks, instead of bringing the heal, or actually the Skelly or something, or maybe an extra rage, you could bring 2 freeze. That will guarantee that your queen will take down that single target Inferno. We'll see if the meta changes from single to multi. It's a little bit too early to say. And pretty smashed hit. I mean, he's got 4 witches, 2 Valkyries, a queen ability, and a couple bowlers. 2 bowlers or 1 bowler. So pretty smashed and using the clone spell. Is that the best? Do you have to use a clone spell? No, but just giving you options, it can work. So let's find King Smithy again. Does he attack again and fail? I think he tried it on Mr. Nathan here. The same strategy. Let's see if he did. And, yeah, King Smithy, wait. So, King Smithy is going in on this base. Now, what's the difference here, Halo? What's going on? Why does this one fail and the other one does not? Couple things before even seeing the attack. Let's see if he gets his funnel properly. He doesn't really have much funnel troops. Looks like he's just going to gangbang it in here or bang it around. So, battering ram goes in. Yeah, he uses king, it looks like, for the funnel. Here comes the Valkyries, but looks like he's going to split. That is wise. So, again, these are YOLO attacks. He's just going in, friendly challenge. And he almost still 3-started. Ooh, they come back in, a couple of them. But the witches do not, nor do the bowlers. So, again, non-planned attacks. It's actually a great indication, kind of a great teaching tool. If you don't really get your troops in together on these spammy attacks, as far as the queen, the new, I call it the ram attack. It's like a falcon, but it's with the battering ram, if you know about that. Or if you want to do these bowler witches, you need the bowlers in the core. And he was just kind of testing it. But even guys, with all of the shenanigans, all of the fail, all of the bad funneling, I mean, he was able almost to get the 3-star. I mean, that is super impressive. I mean, look at this. He's got a couple Valkyries still alive and a lot of witches. He's got 6 witches alive. And he probably time fails here, or the witches all die by giant bombs or something, or the skellies just don't get out in front. We'll see what happens. We're going to speed it up. And, yeah, it looks like it's just going to, just not quite enough firepower. The Expo, just a bit too much for those witches to take down. But just imagine, guys, if everything went into the core, Queen would have been heavier health. It would have been a smash. So, even if you don't, I mean, yeah, you're going to 2-star every base. If you don't 2-star a Town Hall 10, I mean, I guess, you're going to 3-star, guys. You're going to 3-star. So, man alive, guys. The meta is changing like crazy. And honestly, I'm not so happy. You notice all these attacks are spam attacks. We got the Falcon, we got the Bowler Witch. Honestly, you have to spam. Miners, I've already tested it, or people have tested it, seems they're not as powerful. They're not really worth using. Yet to have done the La Low, because we just have the battering ram. We don't have that blimp yet that we can activate. So if you're in a war and you have Town Hall 12s coming out, request the battle machine, do the ram attack. You got to go watch that video. It will it'll destroy. It's like a Queen Walk Valkyrie bowler hit or bowler witch attack, or straight, heck, you could probably do mass bowlers if you wanted, or heck, you could probably do mass Valkyries, hogs on the back end. So many options out there. This one used the clone. We'll see if it happens. I do like the freeze spell, bringing on these because you can save your queen. At least one freeze can save your queen in case the single locks onto the queen. I would say bring that freeze for sure. Clone is debatable, but still smashing it. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Now we have, as I said, the ram attack, this is it, I'm going to show it to you, is dominating. This is like the Stumpinator coming in. And just your typical, it used to be called the Falcon. It can still be called the Falcon, but I prefer the ram attack because I made it up and it's cool. And the battering ram, you know, the battering ram, man. So the battering ram acts like a tank. It is a tank. It's tanking and it gets through walls. So as long as you time it perfectly. Now going straight into a single, of course, the battering ram is going to be taken out. So if you want to, you know, keep that sucker alive, maybe not put it right into the single. But even with the battering ram not able to push through. Now, if it hadn't gone down by the single, it would already be right up in the gut here, just pounding through the walls. Even with all that, the Valkyries are still able to get in here. Now, you might be wondering, how do we defend against this, Halo? Is it possible? I mean, he's got so many boulders and Valkyries up. I don't think it's possible. It isn't. I don't see it. These sort of bases, these clumped up bases, are not possible. But if you spread out too far and get too crazy, you're going to leave yourself open to other 3-star attack strategies. So, yeah, man. I mean, for a YOLO attack, just going in, yes, it's not going to be a dominating hit. I mean, he's got Queen ability and not too many bowlers and Valkyries left, so it's not dominating. But for a YOLO hit without any plan and just going in for a 3-star, you can't beat it. I mean, it's the easiest attack strategy in the world. Unfortunately, that's where Supercell Clash of Clans is heading toward, I guess, with this. But anyways, you got to use this strategy. I've made a whole video about this. Go watch it if you want to. This is the ram attack featuring the Stumpinator. Anyways, yeah, I call it the ram attack because it's the siege machine, the battering ram, as I like to call it, the ram. Doing some serious work. Thanks again for watching. Come back for more. Please subscribe, please share, and we'll see you next time. Halo out.